Did the Sega Genesis Mini 2 fail here in the US? Let's talk about that. So first of all, if you for some reason did not already get a Sega Genesis Mini 2 but you want to, a rare price cut has happened over at Amazon, where as you can see it is $88.10, but you also have to add a little over $22 for delivery, which has been pretty much the case. I think it was like $22 closer even for me when I pre-ordered it back in July. And usually $99.99. I actually paid a few bucks more than that. And so we got a price cut. So you can get it now at a discount, which makes me wonder, did it fail? If you remember, Sega said that they were only going to produce 10% of what they produced of the original Genesis Mini for the American market. So if they made 100,000 for the American market, they're only going to make 10,000. Or if they made 1,000,000, they're only going to make 100,000. And that one did sit on shelves. So the fact that they couldn't move 10% of the volume. Now, granted, this is not on Walmart shelves. This is not at Target. People have to go out of their way and they have to pay extra for the delivery. So that may have been a deterrent. Some people might not be aware. There might be people who would have bought it if they would have seen it on a store shelf. But for whatever reason, they don't even realize you can get this thing, right? And it has been well received. 815 ratings, 4.8 out of 5. That's pretty good. So it's been well received. I really like it. It included Sega CD games, but the fact that it's on sale and still available when I actually thought it would sell out, that's kind of discouraging if you're hoping for another mini Sega anything here in the States. Unless there's a chance they produced more and we just don't know about it. There were times where I would go on Amazon's site after it was for sale and I just couldn't find it anywhere. So it's possible they made more, but we never heard about that. Now let me take you though to what the future has for the Sega mini brands. So here we go. This is an article from Time Extension, originally at the end of October when the Sega Genesis Mini 2. And apparently if you got the Japanese version of the Mega Drive 2 Mini, there was a little QR code you could scan. It would take you to a survey, and they were asking about what people would like to see next in a Mini. Like everything, you could see all these options, including the Master System. I would love to see a Master System Mini. I would love to see a Saturn. I know a lot of people like to see a Dreamcast Mini. Even a third iteration of the Mega Drive if they could get some more Sega CD games or arcades. And some of this stuff had only been released in Japan, like the Game Gear Micros, these tiny Game Gears, the Astro City Minis were mostly Japanese. They did have a little bit of localization through places like Limited Run, but for the most part, some of these things were Japanese only. So there's a chance if they're continuing to do this, and it looks like there's interest because right here, they announced that on a live stream on March 24th, they are actually going to reveal the results. So if they're going to reveal it, makes you think like they're going to actually do something. But if you're an American like me, I'm afraid it might be Japanese only. If it's true that they only made 10% of the volume, it's kind of discouraging. Of course, there's a possibility they could do another thing where they make American packaging and they do like through Limited Run or through Amazon like they did here. So it will be interesting to see how things turn out. But again, the bright side, if you haven't got a Genesis Mini 2 and you still want to get one, now might be the time. Let me know what your thoughts are of this whole situation in the comments below, and I will see you next time.